Welcome to Bone with Friends. Today, my special guest is Marlow Wilkerson, future mayor of Compton. Marlow, how are you doing today?
Good, man. Pleasure having me, brother. Appreciate that.
Absolutely. So we're gonna get right to it. So, Marlow, who is Marlow Wilkerson, and how would your family and friends describe you?
Man, I'm just a young brother that come up right here in the city, man. I went to Longfellow, went to Walden, went to Compton High, man, right here in the city, right across from the airport. And I'm just an individual, man, that's passionate about our city, man, and just I came up just doing right. You know what I mean? So when it comes to the city and why all these type of things, we'll get into that later. But it's just how I was raised. A lot of people will most people would say charismatic, loyal, and somebody with some integrity. When people say stuff like that to me, man, it means a whole lot. And I live my life that way. I tell people the definition of excuse me, of of, of integrity is doing right when ain't nobody even looking.
That's a good one.
Everybody do the right when you looking at you, but are you doing it when ain't nobody looking at
That's a good one.
you? Yeah,
So, what inspired you to run for mayor of Compton?
man, gratitude, investment, and passion. you know, what the city has given me as a child all the way up to now. And, there's times when we used to be out in the streets and hanging out and doing things, man, and sometimes, some of us didn't make it back home. So I'm really thankful, and that's where the gratitude comes in for all the things that taught me the good and the bad. It's not just about the good things, but you hear in church a whole lot, man, where they say, you got trials and tribulations, but bigger the trials and tribulations, the bigger the blessing. So a lot of times people will talk about things, yeah, man, but I'm not here no more. I'm not there no more. But you hear, brother. Some people not here no more. A lot of people ask me, when did you go to school and what year, etc. Me and a friend of mine was going through the yearbook. And we were going through the yearbook, man. We were just looking like, man, there's so many of us not here no more. So that gave me a sense of gratitude, man. And then I'm invested in the city. I mean, this is where I came up, man. No matter where I go, I do have other houses, etc. But it's always gonna be the foundation. I do construction as well. I used to buy and flip homes, me being a realtor. And I tell people in the beginning, man, I don't care what and how your house is built. If the foundation ain't strong, it's gonna fall. It's my foundation. So I'm invested in the city. And I feel that not only do I want to give back, it's a privilege to give back. And then that brings in the passion I have for the city, the passion I have the people in the city. It's a pleasure, man, sitting down there chopping up with you, man. We was all in school together. You got your own thing, man, that's doing well. People talk about it, man. That's what I'm talking about. It makes it easy to do what I do for people like you, bro. Really, man. Because not only did we go through this together on our different paths, but together, and we've come out, man, and we're both blessed.
Man, true,
Yeah,
man.
real talk.
So,
It's truly a blessing.
what's one issue Compton? What's one issue you feel Compton is not getting enough attention for right now?
You know, there's a ton of it, but I like to put out something that not only something we can do right now, but something that's needed. We talk about bringing new stuff in the city, whether it's business, whether it's housing, no matter what it is. We got to be attractive to people. One thing that I feel that's not getting a lot of attention is the beautification of the city. Come on, man. You can't have people coming through. We got trash on the ground. You got a whole lot of graffiti, abandoned buildings and all this other type of stuff. But now you're trying to invite individuals in to invest in our city. So what's something that we can do right now that's not going to cost a whole lot of money? We don't need 100 votes to get this to pass. It's just taking care of what's already here, our city. Come on, man. Some trash on the ground, pick it up. We see some things going on. I got a friend of mine. Uh, he's Middle Eastern of sorts. I was trying to pinpoint it down. But I was over his house. He stays in Beverly Hills. And he's like, yeah, Marlo, we're real good friends. And we were just kind of having a conversation about the city and things of that nature because he knew what I wanted to do. This was probably 2, 3 years ago. And he says, hey, Marlo, he had me, I think it was some candy or something. I had the candy, I had the paper. He said, just throw it on the ground. I said, no, man, I ain't throwing it on the ground. He said, just throw it on the ground. I said, no. He says, why? He tried to teach me something, but I didn't know what he was teaching me. He said, just throw it on the ground. I said, no. He said, why won't you throw it on the ground? I said, man, come on. First off, I'm a visitor at your house, man. I would just throw it on the ground, this, that, or in the city, man. He said, why? I said, you see any trash on the ground, anything? He said, no. I said, exactly. But if you're in a city or a neighborhood or a house where it's already trashy, you don't even think twice. You just let the trash go.
Absolutely.
I sat there and said, wow. Wow. It just made me think, So back to my point, if we just clean up, even if it's just our area, just our parking lot, people think twice about flicking a cigarette butt or just throwing out their Snicker paper. Oh man, it's just a little piece of paper. Yeah, man, don't come to our city and dirty up our city. And 90% of the people don't even live in the city.
Man. So basically everybody do their part and that's how we keep it clean.
That's what we do. And we ain't got to spend a ton of money, or we got to go hire 1 million employees. No, this is just everyday stuff, beautifying the city. You wouldn't do it in Cerritos.
Yeah. So what role did Compton play in shaping you as a person?
Man, all those tough lessons, brother. All them lessons from junior high school all the way up to now. Seeing some of the things that, people we grew up, went through, etc., gave me the option. I say the option because a lot of people don't think they have an option. We all have a choice, but you got options, not just a choice. I'm going to go this way or go that way. No, I got multiple options. So when I see stuff go down and the way things used to be, it kind of gave me that green light to, yeah, brother, you can go the other way. You don't have to get in the car. You don't have to go to that party. You don't have to miss school or whatever it may be because all the events that happened after that were not good. And I didn't get in the car or I didn't stay out from school. So the city has taught me a whole lot based on other people's experience. A pastor told me one time, he said, man, you can always learn from experience. However, it doesn't have to be your experience for you to learn from it. Watch what that guy did, man, and do what he did. Or watch what that guy did and don't do. So the city's taught me a whole lot, brother.
Man, well said. Well said.
Yes, sir.
How do you plan to connect the youth with the city?
Oh, man, that is a hot topic for me. I don't know about you, but when we was coming up, man, we didn't have a whole lot in the city. Like, we used to hoop every day. My grandfather gave me a 84 Chevy van with the captain chairs and the little TV. Mm-hmm. And all the boys, we used to pile up in it, man, and go play basketball. But we never could play here. The parks that had a complete court, 2 rims, 2 nets, etc., they was either in neighborhoods that we couldn't go in or they were not functioning. So we used to go. Norwalk has a sports complex. It's called Norwalk Sports Complex off of Rosecrans and the 5 freeway. Beautiful facility. I ain't been there in years. I don't know how it looks now. But a beautiful facility, man. We used to go all the way over there just to hoop. Or we would go to Long Beach just to hoop. That always bothered me, even when we were younger, man. Like, why we got to go somewhere else to get our fun on? Mm-hmm. So what do I want to do, man? I want to bring back the programs for the kids. When the last time you've seen Victory Park with any type of activity at it?
Man,
we played baseball there. Mm-hmm. We used to play against Gonzalez Park, man, and it was just cool. I remember playing against Cal, man, rest his soul. Cal, we went to school with Cal. Cal was tall and lanky. He was on the Dodgers, we was on the Giants. Like, man, Cal had a mean curveball, man. I missed that. What our kids got to? Where we gonna play Pop Warner at?
That part.
We got to go to Long Beach or Carson or somewhere. We got enough talent and enough kids here, man, to bring these programs back. Not only sports. How about, remember they had the mechanic shop at the school? Mm-hmm. Gone. The metal shop, the wood shop at Walton, gone.
Mm-hmm.
So what our kids, what do they have? They don't have anything. Guess what? I know when we was young, we had nothing to do. We got in trouble.
That part.
We got in trouble, man. Bring the sports back. Bring the educational programs back. I got a whole lot of stuff in my bag, man. I'm going to bring out. And it's funny. I was talking to another politician, that past politician. They said, "Don't give out all your Jews, man. Somebody steal it." So so don't give out all your Jews until you get in office. I said, but I ain't really trying to gatekeep nothing, man.
Mm-hmm.
Long as it's here in the city and it's something that we can do, I'm cool with sharing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool with sharing it because the main thing is, man, give our kids an opportunity to excel in multiple areas, not just sports, not just rap. This guy that's doing well, comes out the neighborhood. Oh, is he a rapper? Nah. Okay, he's got to be an athlete. Nah. What you do for a living, man? I'm a licensed realtor, 22 years. Oh, you sell real estate? Oh, like that ain't sexy enough. They're like, oh, okay. Like whatever. But I'm an athlete, I'm a rapper, everybody would talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, man, we got to be able to capitalize in multiple avenues.
What separates you from other candidates in this race?
I learned a lot in a very short time with the candidates that we're all running for this office. And it appears, I can't confirm nor deny it. I'm just based on what I've seen thus far. We really, really, truly got to ask ourselves, why are we doing this? Why are you really doing this? What's your agenda? Because if it's not for the community and or the city, I'm questioning it. And I've seen some questionable behavior and even questionable comments. So the difference between me and the other candidates, from what I can see, is no, this is really about the city. And I'm down with this 10 toes down. Win, lose, or draw. I'm still gonna fight for the city. And as I said earlier, specifically for the youth. Because some of us have had our shots, and I believe in second chances, things of that nature, but some of these kids don't even have a shot. We got to give our youth a shot. I got kids, man. Well, my youngest is 23, but we got kids out here, man. We want to do stuff for them and give them the opportunity. Every parent I know is trying to better their kid's life based on how we grew up. So how's that look for me? Making sure the kids have things. So the difference between me and the other candidates, I have a true vision for the city with everyone involved. Black, white, green, Hispanic, young, old, in the middle. Doesn't matter. I got something for everyone. And I plan on making all of these things happen immediately, and then to sustain them and retain them. We can't have something real nice, man, and then 2, 3 years, it's gone. Oh, man, whatever happened to this program? Whatever, oh, it's gone. We're going to spend money and do all these things, and then 2 years later, they're gone? What's the point?
How do you plan to support small businesses in the community?
Man, small businesses, Compton. Small businesses is Compton, man. I'm standing in one right now, man. Shout out, man, to the man. I'm so proud of you, bro, man, with what you've done, man, with this store, man. People say, oh, the Made in Compton store, the Made in Compton store. That's what we're all about. So I want to make sure I have some incentives for the small businesses, especially those that are coming in, are not established yet, because it's hard the first couple of years. So how could we give some incentives that will benefit new people coming in, and even old, but the new people coming in? Perhaps we take some of those fees off. Perhaps not so many loops to jump through to get licensed and bound in the city. Proper signage. We could have the best product in the world. Don't nobody know where we are. So it's little things like that. Maybe take some of these higher taxes off, but taxes from businesses do support the city. So I'm not saying get rid of them, but give some type of incentive. If you can produce, set up, and be out and running in a certain amount of time, you'll get some type of incentive. If you could have where you're housing and employing people here in the city, there's be some type of incentive, things of that nature. How about we highlight you for an entire month through our websites, through our channels? Make it known. Make it known. There's people, man, you've been here for years. There's still people like, where's the store at?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean, where's the store at? Soon you hit the tracks, hit the brakes. You hit the tracks, hit the brakes. You're there.
Yeah.
It's things like that, man, where people just don't know. And it's no one's fault, if you will. I just think we need to do better of bringing our new businesses in and our small business and supporting them. I'm gonna let one of my little things out, man. It's just so cool. And I didn't create this. I got this from Steve Harvey. Remember the Hoodie Awards?
Mm-hmm.
I want to do that in the city.
Oh man, that'll be a
I
great
want to
idea.
do that in the city, man. I want to do best barbershop, best clothing shop, best burger place, best customer service. That's the world, that's citywide. It ain't specific. But I want to do some specific ones, but I want to do some general ones. What that's going to do for our small business is exactly what you just asked me. It's going to give them that boost of people that didn't know. One thing that I like about today's social media thing, when people go around and they eat food and they do the little clips, oh man, you got to go there. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I found some gems based off those cats' videos. Let's do that in the city. Let's do that in the city. Now, we can venture out, but right now, I'm just talking about the city of Compton. Let's do the best barbershop. Let's do the best burger place, the best clothes place. Man, where you get your t-shirts from? Or I went to Miguel's over there on Rosecrans. Or I went to, straight out of Compton on Alondra. Oh, I didn't even know it was another one there.
Mm-hmm.
It's enough. It's enough where everybody can eat. I'm trying to make sure all y'all eat. And the thing that I want everyone to know is I'm going to have an open book of people to be able to come in and chat with me. 2-3 months in, a year in, 2 years in, you can set up something to sit down with me and say, man, I got some ideas about something that would support us that hasn't been talked about. I want to know about that. Is that right? What is it? It's X, Y, and Z. Okay. Now I'm going to take that into consideration. Of course, talk it out with the team and see if we can implement that. Because you live it every day. So I don't know exactly what you need. I'm just talking about things that I think would bring more people in and get more revenue, but everyday life here at the Compton store. So you tell me, man, how can we help you?
Oh man, you made some great suggestions.
Yeah.
Oh, and back to the signage. Don't quote me, I might be wrong, but when I went to put a sign on the building, the city told me the only signs could be attached to the building is the ones that's already grandfathered in. So I don't know if that's changed, but signage is very big.
You know what I can tell you on that? I would have to go and look at the codes, because we have different codes. Some codes have changed. However, that's something that we can vote on and change. How are we going to make our economy better if our small businesses in large business or any business not getting the revenue? I don't know if you know, man, if you wasn't here, man, the city wouldn't survive. If we didn't have small businesses, the city wouldn't survive. If we didn't have big business, the city wouldn't survive. So why not help each other within the realm of the code and the qualifications and things that we can do and can't do? Things that we can't do, let's relook at those. Is this something that's outdated? Because we have a whole lot of outdated codes that need to be brought up to speed. Perhaps that's one of them. How are you going to bring people in, man, if people can't see you? So that's something that, again, I would have to sit down and have the conversation with the team. But that's something that I'm for. And I can tell you that right now. Absolutely. You need proper signage, brother. Absolutely, 100%.
I had to improvise. I had to stick some on the windows. I
Man.
say I can't put it on the building. I'm gonna put it on the windows.
Yeah, so you got to do what you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
But why do you have to go that route? And this is what I'm talking about, taking out some of these hoops that you guys have to jump through. Again, we have to stay within code. So I understand that. But some of these codes perhaps need to be rewritten. And that's what one of the bigger jobs as a mayor. We write the policies and of course, everything takes a vote, but we can push that, brother. And I don't think that's something that's going to be difficult to do.
We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with some more questions.